welcome back to the GorillaBiker. Today what I want to talk about is something that it's been on my mind a lot, and I actually genuinely don't know what to do about it, because it's probably something that isn't really possible, but I'd like it to be possible, if that makes sense. You know, maybe if I lived in like southern Spain or something, it'd be possible. What I want to talk about is only owning a motorbike, not owning a car. Oh, the bike is feeling so good recently after the clutch change. Just nailed on. Beautiful. But yeah, so why do I want to not have a car? It's pretty straightforward, actually, pretty simple. In Ireland, cars are bloody expensive if you don't want to own like a really new one, which is kind of like, that's kind of a double-edged sword. It's a ridiculous statement because new cars cost a lot of money. So I think no matter what way you look at it, you know, cars are expensive here. If you own an older car, the tax is extortionate. So what we pay to have the car on the road every year, it's extortionate. And you know, even insurance here for cars is absolutely ridiculous. I pay like double for my car than I pay for my two bikes. Well, it's actually, sorry, three bikes, because the Gixxer is insured just in case someone robs it from the shed. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's something that's been on my mind because I don't really drive my car much. Being quite honest, you know, I'll use it when I have to, if I need to transport stuff, or I'll use it if, you know, I need to bring stuff out to the shed, large things out to the shed, or I'll use it on really, really bad days. But here's the thing, right? Oh, baby. Here's the thing on that, right? I just think I don't have a car because I particularly want it. It's more driven out of, you know, not even a full necessity anymore. I really don't use it much. So I'm kind of wondering, is it a complete and utter, you know, waste of money, really? And could that money be better used for another motorbike or to grow the channel, which is something I'd really like to do. You know, I would like to keep the channel growing. Really enjoying it. So, you know, it's something that has been weighing on me. Is it something that I could put into growing the channel for, you know, through some means. Currently, I live in Ireland, where the weather is not so good for a large chunk of the year, but it's only bad enough not to be able to ride a bike for realistically probably a month of the year. And at the moment, a lot of that really bad stuff I could alleviate by, you know, investing in better gear. My RST gear is great, don't get me wrong, but it's old and it's showing its age and it's showing the mileage it's done. So, you know, there is that. But yeah, anyway, so I could probably alleviate that one issue with better gear, and then that really would bring me down to probably like maybe 2 to 3 weeks a year of stuff I shouldn't really ride in, you know, like bad icy roads, or if we get snow. That's really the only thing that would stop me, or like really heavy rain, because I don't know, have you ever ridden in really heavy rain with a full face helmet, but you can't really see, and Irish roads aren't so good drainage wise, so there's also the risk of aquaplaning to your death. So not something I'm mad on trying out, to be honest. So that's one point, you know, is the weather. The other thing obviously is transportation of items. So, you know, if you buy anything large, at the moment I own an estate, and don't get me wrong, I like my car, I do like my car. I love Saabs, and I have a Saab 9.5 estate. But you know, it's needing work is another thing, and I just don't want to put money into it because that's money taken away from my bikes, and I really care about my motorcycles. So there's another kind of con, I suppose, is, you know, I also have to pay to maintain my car, which wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't so prohibitively I should stop trying to say that word in videos. Prohibitively expensive, to, you know, tax and insure them here. If that was like half the cost, I probably wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's a huge amount of money. So, you know, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But obviously then there's pros to not having the car as well, and the pros being more money for the bike, and, you know, I can put more time into the bike. I wouldn't really say I'm going to ride it more, because I already ride my bike all the time, really. Genuinely, my car doesn't get a look in unless I absolutely have to. But I suppose the main pro would be, you know, if I could sell it and get enough money to buy, you know, the 250 I want to buy, in order to train people on bikes, you know, because that's something that I am passionate about. And I don't mean train. I have no interest in going and becoming a motorcycle instructor. Just not something I want to do, not how I want to spend my free time. I'm sorry anyone who that upsets, but I just don't want to do it, so I'm not going to. I just mean on the 250 side of things, you know, to get more people interested. You know, kind of a, hey, look, follow me to this empty car park. I'll ride the 250 out there, and we swap when we're there, and I'll get you comfortable enough on the bike so that you can go and get lessons from a qualified professional. That's a bit tight even for me. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Oh God, there's another Beamer behind me. It's never good. It's so loud in here now with all the cars. It used to be nice. I shall make it louder. Stop racing the truck and let it move back in, you jackass. But yeah, that would be a huge thing, that I could invest money into a 250 that I got from the car in order to bring what I would consider the greatness of motorcycling to more people, because obviously no one's allowed to learn to ride on the Magna. Anyone who even asks to ride the Magna, it's very likely to be a no piss off most of the time. The Gixxer, not a hope. That's not a starter bike in my opinion. Not for people I'd be teaching. Do I think you could get it as a starter bike? Absolutely, if you're comfortable with it. But I wouldn't be teaching people on it because it's heavy, and if they dropped it, I'd have to kill them until they were dead. Because that thing is, like, it's aesthetically perfect. You know what I mean? There's a dude behind me on a Beamer, and I can just tell he's super aggro about getting past people, which I don't like because there's kids on bicycles. Just chill out, man. And we've lost them. So I suppose, yeah, to break it down, so far we have, basically it all comes down to cost, I suppose. I don't have to maintain the car. That's a pro. I'd have more money for more bikes. That's a pro. I wouldn't be worrying about a car just kind of rotting away, unloved outside, that I actually do love. That's a pro, because it is a great car. And it's that heritage, that Saab heritage. I really like Saabs. I really liked Saabs. And I'd hate to see it just be put in the bin. Oh, cows, road crossing. You're in for a look. You get a cow crossing on rail team. So yeah, it all just kind of comes down to money, really. One of the main cons is the winter, so there is also a fix for that. Move to a country that is not Ireland, but then I wouldn't have views like this, so that's also kind of a con. I don't know. I know, it's a pro-con. A pro-con. A con-pro? A prawn? A prawn! We'll call them prawns. So I'd like to know your opinions on it. Oh, hey! But in a country with a climate like Ireland, and I know there's plenty of you out there who only own bikes, but I travel up and down to my parents' place quite a bit, which is 200 kilometers away. So in winter that would be quite difficult on the bike, just to give all the information. But what is your opinion? Bike, that was a big fly. Bike only, or bike and car in Ireland? What is your opinion? It is important to me. And as a bonus round modifier, what would you think of, instead of having a car, getting a van? So the thing about a van, and I want you to consider all of the aspects of the van, is with a van I could set it up in order to transport motor bicycles, which would make me, Jesus, going on like long trips, like the likes of, oh God, 44 teeth. But I could do it solo, because obviously, you know, the guys, they ride very long distance with a van, and they obviously bring extra tires, service equipment, all that stuff. They bring it in the van because they have a support vehicle. But it means I could try do those type of trips on my own, or with one other person, because we could drive to a location in the van, you know, fly around that location on the bike, have a really good, enjoyable time, but not use up your bike while you're doing it. You do all the hard mileage in something like that, a van, you know? That's my other thought of the day. But that's something that honestly I think would be the best of both worlds, because in those really, really bad days that genuinely it's probably better not to be on a bike, I could just go in the van. And then every other day I could use my bikes, which is what I want to do anyway, and which is what I do. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, yes, I did say do. I love this road, but the cameras don't tell you how steep it is. I came up here with Kev not so long ago. Good man yourself. Don't worry about the corner there. Just cut it. I don't need my side of the road. No, everyone has forgotten that there are two sides to the road recently. Wonderful. Isn't it wonderful? He probably heard me and thinks I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Oh, but yeah, anyway, so, opinions, thoughts. Oh God. Clippings. This big boy left the clippings down for me. Opinions, thoughts, all that good stuff. Van, car, just bikes. What do you think? This thing is a behemoth. I wonder, can I go under him? That's a joke. I'm pretty certain I wouldn't fit. Oh, I'm good at estimations. This is amazingly... Oh, look! That was going faster than me for a moment. Yes! Speedy plastic. I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. God help us all. So if you saw pictures recently on my Instagram, this is where I stopped. So I'm going to stop here again. Just finish off this video. So that's where my... Ooh, that went further than I thought. That's my thought process is on the whole thing. Yeah, basically it wouldn't even be a question if I didn't live in a country with stupid laws about owning a van. It's really expensive as a private individual. Well done, Ireland, you know. Way to stop people who have things to do in vans, like not as a professional business sense, not being able to have vans. Maybe people just want vans. But anyway, that's it. What's your opinion? Leave it down in the comments. Let me know if you have watched. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. It keeps me somewhat sane. Yeah. And if you've liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. It makes me feel happy on the inside, and that's not a joke. It does. Can confirm. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, adios. Outro crew. I have a sorpresa. I finally cleaned the bike. Like, look how clean even that is. And I put stuff on it so I can just dust it off with my paw. So what I did was cleaned it all down. Get out of here. Get out of here, punk. And I put muck off motorcycle protectant on the tank and stuff, which you can see is filthy from all the bugs that have been squished between my leg and the tank again. Plastic shine stuff, muck off again on the plastics. So they're just wiping clean now too. And then on the wheels and all the engine and the frame, that back there, I put GT85. It just has PTFE and it's cheaper than the motorcycle protectant, so I can use shit tons of it. And I put that all over the wheels and everything else. Like you can see, the grime just wipes off. with that. So it's really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. Oh, and also, new rad cover. Yeah. But I think when I did my rad and I drained the fluid and stuff when I did the clutch, pretty certain there's still air trapped in there, so I have to sort that too. But the joys of owning a motorbike. So what do you think, outro crew? Clean bike? Do you like it? You like it clean? I'll try to keep it clean for a while. Alright. Bye, friends.